Today, I want to talk to you about being kind to yourself. Because the way it is at the moment, most people seem to be quite hard on themselves, running themselves down, being very self-critical. And I think people look around at the celebrities on social media and so on and compare themselves with them. And everybody's putting out obviously the best version of themselves. And then we look at those and compare ourselves, and then we run ourselves down. And we sort of internalize all the criticism that we may have ever heard in our lives and use this all of the time against ourselves. It's as though if we think it first, it stops other people thinking it, or at least we're prepared if we do get criticism in the future that at least we thought of it first. But what that is doing, that constant running yourself down, is making yourself feel awful, feel not good enough, feel like you can't do the things you want to do, you can't push yourself out of your comfort zone, you can't take on new challenges because you've undermined yourself on a constant basis. And you're going to be with yourself from the start to the end of this life. And it would be so much better if you could treat yourself as you would your best friend. Because think, when you're with your best friend, you support them, you champion their achievements, you would never run them down. You'd never tell them that they couldn't do something that they wanted to do. And I don't want you to do that to yourself either. It doesn't make any sense and it makes you feel rotten. So what we're going to do is listen out for those things that you say to yourself, those unkind words, those self-criticisms. So the one that stayed with me for most of my life, and I can still hear it occasionally, is lazy. So that means for me, if I sit down on the sofa for half an hour in the middle of the day with a cup of tea, I have a little echo of lazy, and the downside of that is it means that you're always on the move, always chasing, always achieving, always having to do something, never allowed to rest. That's one, lazy. Your own self-criticisms could be, you're not good enough at something. You didn't manage to do it very well once, and therefore you're never going to be good at it. There's no kindness there. You're not allowing yourself time to learn something, which is, after all, in my opinion, what we are here for. But if you've written yourself off in a very unkind way as not being good at something, you never allow yourself to get better because you just stay away from that. You may feel that you're not ... enough of anything. You're not smart enough, you're not strong enough, you're not clever enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, you're not rich enough. The list goes on and on about how you're not enough because you compared yourself with other people. These are very harsh words to be telling yourself, and these are not the things that you would say to your best friend. And then they're not the sort of things you want to be telling yourself on a day-to-day basis. So listen out for these little criticisms. They may be very loud and obvious. They can be quite subtle, but stay tuned to those words and replace them with something that's more affirmative, something that's more supportive. So if you're not good at something, say you're not good at it yet, but you're still learning. If you're not attractive enough, that's because you're comparing yourself with models and people with their filters, and you're beautiful as you are. And remember to tell yourself you're beautiful as you are, and you're good enough, and you're trying your best. And that is everything. Champion your achievements when you've done something. Don't just brush it off. Stay with that and just reward yourself when you've done something great, and allow yourself to rest, and allow yourself to be, to make mistakes, and allow yourself to, not be perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's okay. Being a human being is perfect enough. The thing is, then when you've allowed yourself to be kind and you're starting to support yourself, then you can be kind to other people, and not before. because otherwise it's kind of a desperate measure. You're kind to somebody because you're expecting something back. But if you are full of kindness, if you've supported yourself really well, you don't need anything from other people. You're abundant, you're overflowing, you can be kind to other people. And I want you to feel into what kindness feels like. So imagine your favourite person or favourite pet or animal, and really think about how you feel towards that person or animal. Feel that love, that well-wishing, that hope for the best for this person or animal. How you wish everything good for them and wish everything good for yourself. This is your chance to be kind and supportive and to be your own best friend for the rest of your life. I'll be here again in 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. And be kind. Lots of love. Bye-bye.